Monday Night Raw Hot Takes, where I take your thoughts, your opinions, your hot takes from the previous episode of Raw, SmackDown, and or PLEs. I apologize that it's so late today. The job getting in the way of my YouTube career. I'm very thankful for my job, but I wouldn't mind quitting, so please help me out and comment and subscribe to the channel. I'll tell you about a contest later in the video. We got Penta losing in a triple threat to Ludwig Kaiser was the right move. This is from Bishop Marley. Penta losing is a big deal, and Ludwig gets heat that rises his star, and Penta is still protected because he didn't take the pin. It's win-win. Okay, so Penta was protected, but here's the deal. You said Penta losing is a big deal. To me, this didn't feel like a big deal. It should have felt like a big deal because it is a big deal. Penta's loss should really, something should have happened. I should have felt more than just, oh, cool, Ludwig won. And I love Ludwig Kaiser. I love Penta. To an extent, I kind of like Pete Dunne even. But, it felt a little off. I'm glad for Ludwig. I don't think it was time for Penta. And if they wanted to go that route, I wanted it to feel like more of a bigger deal than it did feel. On paper, yes, big deal. But presentation, it was just like, okay, moving on. And I felt Penta, maybe his statue right now deserved a little more. Yeet Mania, baby. I think the CM Punk and Logan Paul promo was awesome. When CM Punk called himself Satan, that was BA. And I hope CM Punk will win the Elimination Chamber and take out Logan Paul. A lot of people are saying that when Cody Rhodes refuses The Rock, that it's going to be CM Punk, CM sellout, everybody's saying. And I have him as a maybe. I definitely have him as a maybe on my list of who will become The Rock's corporate champion. But if you look at my video tomorrow, then no. It might be tomorrow or it might be the next day, depending on the schedule. But yeah, I don't... CM Punk could win and not sell out. I don't see CM Punk as the sellout, though. I don't see him as the sellout. But hopefully he does get that pin on Logan Paul. And I gotta say, I wasn't really impressed with their promo. I felt like they could have did better based on their past. They didn't have a lot of chemistry on that mic together. Let's do another from Yeet Mania, baby. I think the New Day are being wasted, feuding with LWO instead of going after the tag team titles. And where the heck are the War Raiders, Ben? And it's going to be almost a year since the Raw tag team titles were defended on a PLE. Yeah, those aren't getting defended. Those are not getting defended. We're lucky that there's even storylines going on. The War Raiders did show up. Actually, they did show up really quick in a segment with American Made. So, War Raiders, they were there. But I agree with you. The New Day feuding with the NWO, these guys are legends in the tag team division. Why did we start them all the way back at the bottom? Give me a break. I do not like what they did with the New Day after such an epic heel turn in December. What a waste. Raphael at Air, the triple threat match was match of the night for me. My Kaiser stocks flying, and Penta remained protected from one-on-one loss. So a lot of people are saying Penta is good to go. I don't think Penta really lost aura. I felt it should have been more of a shock. Like, oh my God, I can't believe Penta lost. Maybe that's what I was looking for. I was looking for a shock and not just all right, cool, Kaiser, way to go. But you know what? Cool, Kaiser, way to go. I do like him a lot. Number 2, Gunther did well to get Tazawa over with the crowd without losing any aura. Gunther versus Jey is really cooking. The crazy thing about Gunther versus Jey, we all thought it was going to be Jey, the hype man, right? Hyping it up. It's all Gunther. Gunther has been carrying this feud, which is insane. And Gunther, he made Tazawa look good. I legit, am just so impressed with Gunther's ability to make anybody look amazing. Gunther versus Tazawa, wow. I did a review for Monday Night Raw. I do that for free on Patreon, and anybody, even if you're not a member, can get the review on Patreon for free. You don't have to pay money for the review. And I said that there was a difference between Carmelo Hayes and Tazawa versus Gunther and Tazawa. Carmelo Hayes and Tazawa, it should have been a complete showcase of Carmelo Hayes beating Tazawa, not a back and forth. But here we had Gunther being a bully, and we needed to see Tazawa get a little bit of offense, and that's what he got. He got the perfect amount of offense for me to think for a second there was going to be an upset win and Gunther was going to have egg on his face, and then he pulled it out. He lifted his shoulders up, and then he put him in a sleeper, and when he took his feet off the ground in the sleeper, he was just so mean, such a jerk. You want to see Gunther get beat up, and Tazawa played his part very well. Gunther, everybody, great job. And number 3, what was Logan Paul thinking going to battle against Punk like a chicken walking into a slaughterhouse? I think so. I was not impressed with this promo battle. Usually Logan Paul is pretty decent, or at least he's like just a smart aleck enough where you want to smack the smile off his face, but you're still kind of entertained in a hate you kind of way. But I don't know, there was a lack of chemistry between those two, and CM Punk can usually get a good promo out of anybody. So it wasn't bad. But I don't know. I guess my bar was pretty high for both of them. And I did not feel very satisfied after their promo, even if it was good. If that was someone else, I probably would have been like, wow, that was really good. But because it was CM Punk and Logan Paul, I was like, you guys could have did better. You guys could have done better. But that said, to be fair, they're probably handcuffing CM Punk a little. They probably gave him a list and said, you can't say this, you can't say that, and you can't say this in regards to Logan Paul. So, I don't know, maybe that factored in. And another thing CM Punk can't say is that he can't say that I have not given away a belt on this channel, because I have. It's getting shipped overseas to Australia. I have given away a belt, and I'm going to give away another belt once I hit 10,000 subscribers. That's right, I'm going to hit 10,000 subscribers. I'm going to give away a belt, and look where I'm at. I'm at like 9,100 and something. So very, very soon, before WrestleMania even, I'm going to give away a replica, not toy, belt. All you got to do is comment below, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification. This is the bell. Hit it. Hit that bell notification. And then also, give a thumbs up if you wouldn't mind. Why am I doing this? So I can get the hot takes videos out sooner in the day. That's right, I have a day job, so I have to prioritize, and unfortunately, YouTube comes second, but I wanted to come first, so help me quit the day job, get 10,000 subscribers, bump up that ad revenue, or maybe join the Patreon. You get exclusives there, and in the process, you can win a belt. Comment, subscribe, hit the bell. Next hot take. Christian Jasso, LWO is underrated. That's why I hated when Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee were fighting for the tag titles and not the actual tag team of the faction. Holy crap, we got an LWO fan here, and I'm not talking the Rey Mysterio part, I'm talking the LWO hat and no hat guy, Christian Jasso. I love that you love the LWO. I'm not being facetious at all. I am glad that they have fans out there, because you know what? They were pretty decent, but the fact is, when I was watching, I didn't care about them at all, because WWE hasn't made me care about them, and I was yawning. I was falling asleep. And I'm just so happy that those guys have fans. I probably come across very condescending right now, but I'm not trying to. Christian Jasso, please, keep loving them. And hopefully others will jump on board, myself included, because I don't feel nothing for them right now. And I would love to, though. I would love to, because they are talented. Donatello Leonardo, WWE finally did the right thing and gave Lyra some type of win. Although I do think that Ivy should have been there, because Ivy would have been a great heel for the mid-card division. I think she should get a push. She has a real good look and seems to be a legit threat. Ivy Nile, I am digging Ivy Nile. Right now, Ivy Nile is on my watch list. She's on my watch list where Chelsea Green was a year ago. That's where I see Ivy Nile right now, where I'm like, whew, this person has a lot of potential, a lot of entertaining ability, plus in-ring and even pretty good mic skills. So, Ivy Nile, watch out for her. Alex Johnson, if Finn keeps this up, Dominic and the rest of Judgment Day will have no choice but to kick Finn out and get a new member in Judgment Day. Please, 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 kick Finn out. I love Finn now. I love Finn. he just needs to get away from this Judgment Day vortex. Million Matthew, Jey winning the world title at WrestleMania will be a great moment, and I'm sure people will get tired of Yeet 2 months after his reign. I don't know if people will get tired of Yeet. People never got tired of Yes, but maybe it's a little different because there's 10 minutes of it, and while Daniel Bryan was better in the ring and could go on the mic, I don't know. Honestly, if Jey Uso can just up his character a little bit, then I think he'll be good. But right now, he is very one-dimensional. I forgot to put this in my review, but last night there was a moment where Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, they met up with Jey Uso, and basically, Jey Uso said the exact same thing he said last week, even less. Basically, you doubting me? Yeet. You're doubting me? Yeet. They're doubting me. Yeet. Everyone's doubting me. Yeet. Shouldn't doubt me. Yeet. Super kick. Oh, man. I am starting, not turn on Jey Uso, but started to echo some of the criticisms that his most venomous critics have been saying, in that I do think it's time to step up. You're now in the main event, dude. I mean, I know you've been calling yourself main event Jey Uso, but you're actually in the main event now. You need to put in a little bit of extra. Just a little bit of extra. And again, I'm a huge Jey Uso fan, so just because I criticize somebody doesn't mean I'm turned against them. So please don't come at me like, oh my god, I thought you loved Jey Uso. I do love Jey Uso, okay? Eat. 5-star Cam, Malachi Black should take over the Judgment Day and kick Finn out. That would be ironic because back in the day, Judgment Day was said to be a knockoff of the House of Black in AEW, which Malachi Black, aka Aleister Black, actually led. That number 2, the promo Seth cut was amazing, and it would be cool to see Homelander Cody for Seth, or other way around. When Seth Rollins gets serious, just like Jey Uso actually, when they get serious, that's when it's must-see TV. Like, I wish Seth was more serious more often, because when he's just like, and just relying on his outfits, I don't feel it. But when he takes off the glasses and he starts talking from the heart and of the passion that he has for WWE and the industry, that's when I'm like, everybody shut up. Seth Rollins is talking. And number 3, the women's tag team match was amazing. No Jade, and still found a way to entertain. Thank you for saying that. Holy crap, that last match, that tag match between Bianca, Jade, and Liv and Raquel, wow, that was good. That was so good. That might be my match of the year so far. I get it, we're just in February, but 2 months in, and that is the best match I have seen all year long. That was so good, and it had a lot to overcome. We thought Jade was going to appear. I thought for sure Jade was going to appear, and so when Jade doesn't appear, you're already kind of let down. And then it's the end of a 2.5-hour Raw, so you're kind of tired. I literally was yawning at like match number 2 on Raw tonight. But this match, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Liv Morgan, and Raquel, great job Raquel too. Wow, Raquel, you're stepping up these last 2 weeks. And Liv Morgan, ever since December, you have just been like on fire. You are elite talent now. And it's like, and Naomi, the chemistry was all there. It was so good of a match. After about 4 or 5 minutes of kind of half paying attention, the match grabbed me by my ears and was like, Ken, you need to watch. And I was like, oh wow, yeah, I do need to watch this because it was so freaking good. That match. Chef's kiss. TTJC. Now Dom has ammo against Finn because he interfered in a way that helped Liv and Raquel, while Finn interference cost Dom the match. Finn is being selfish and needs to be called out. Called out, kicked out. Bye, Finn. Put the fries in the bag. You're washed. Dude, pin Balor, you ain't cutting anymore, dude. You need to go full demon. Full demon, Finn. Full demon. Dez12458. I think as popular as Seth is, his promo work is still underrated. Very underrated. You never really... I think Seth Rollins as a character is kind of underrated. You always hear about how much aura that... Roman Reigns has, the Yeet, the Ring General, the RKO, everything. You always hear all this stuff and never really Seth Rollins, who's been in the trenches. And it kind of goes back to his interview he had with Chris Van Vliet, where he was like, you know what? I wanted to be the guy, but I was never put in that position. And it's almost like Seth Rollins realizes he'll never be the guy. He'll always be like second fiddle to the guy, which is a very important role. And Seth Rollins is definitely a company man. And I believe that WWE is definitely in a better place because of Seth. And unfortunately, he is very underrated. I wish he was fully rated. I wish he was totally rated appropriately. But I'm glad. I'm just thankful. I'm thankful that his ego allows him to be in the position he is, because honestly, he should have been given the keys to the kingdom, and he wasn't. He's main evented, don't get me wrong, he's main evented, but I don't know. I've seen Roman at top. I've seen Cody at top. It just feels like when Seth was at top, he wasn't to their level. And I definitely think Seth could be. Pac Rim Electric. When I think of Liv, I think of Trish and how their careers parallel each other. Both were so-so wrestlers, but over time learned their craft and could perform with the best of them. And we all witnessed tonight, Liv is a talented wrestler. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, she is. I would say about maybe Io Sky. Saturday Night Main Event last year, December, Io Sky and Liv, they cooked. Ever since that, I just noticed that Liv cannot produce a B or C level match. Every match she's been in is an A, and this was an A plus. And not just that, but she's being a ring leader. I seen her push Lyra Valkyria, punch her out of the camera view so she could fix her wardrobe at the Royal Rumble. She was bleeding and she didn't call the match. She finished the match and looked like a boss with blood on her face. She did a promo later the night with dried blood. Liv Morgan is so good, and Raquel Rodriguez, like, honestly, I think Liv Morgan must be, like, have taken her completely under her wing, because even Raquel is getting better and better every week, and it's probably a credit to Liv. Tiz Mickey, LOL, they were hyping up Jade so much before and during the match. I really thought she was coming back tonight, but I guess we gotta wait till Chamber. I'm with you, Tiz Mickey. You're not alone. I was like, 100%, she's coming, no doubt. Almost put a belt on the line that Jade would come. I didn't want them to lose, but match was great, and I know they have a bigger story to tell with those titles, without those titles. And yeah, I agree with you. They have a bigger story to tell. The question is, who's fighting Jade at WrestleMania? I hope it's not a triple threat between those ladies, unless there's a title somehow on the line, but there won't be. So I don't know. Maybe Bianca goes off against Mommy, what's her name? Rhea Ripley, and then Naomi and Jade can go at it. And then eventually, maybe SummerSlam, Bianca Jade. But yeah, there's a bigger story to tell. Also, that Seth Cody promo was awesome. It was awesome. Glad they made so many callbacks. It rewards us fans for being wrestling fans for such a long time. They called back a lot of things. Plus, I'll tell you what, this promo did more to excite me about Rock and Cody than the Rock and Cody promo on Friday did. They did such a good job here, while the Rock just droned on and on. I'm a huge Rock fan, and the Rock definitely delivered a not one of his better promos, let's just say that. And Seth and Cody really cleaned it up nicely. Rafael Bordes, I'm really looking forward to seeing Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes, but just not now. I think the story will be really good, but they'll need more time to tell a proper story. Yeah, I think we should keep them away. But I did like this. I did like it. And when we get their fourth match, it's going to cook. It's definitely going to cook. I want to see Seth and Roman now, but maybe next year. Maybe next year, Cody and Seth. And I would definitely like it. KB, anything to keep Liv relevant. I hope they took the titles off of them so Bianca could win Elimination Chamber and go on to fight Rhea at WrestleMania 41. That's the only way I'll be happy with this decision. Whether or not Bianca goes, I'm actually okay with this decision. She's held it for a very long time. I want Bianca to re-enter the singles division. Naomi as well. I feel that just like Bianca needed to exit the singles division for a while, so when she came back, it would be fresh. That's what they're doing with Liv. Liv needs to exit the singles division for a while, so when she comes back, it can be fresh. So now Bianca can re-enter the singles with a feud and a story of Jade and Naomi, while Liv can for a while just maybe for another year, just like Bianca, just parallel what Bianca did with the tag team division. Liv Morgan, Raquel, they can be in the tag team division for about a year. Liv can train up Raquel like Bianca was training up Jade, and it'll be great. I don't mind this at all. Andy Anderson can't wait for Sammy versus KO. They've had 1 million matches, and they'll probably have 1 million more, but this one, they've gone on record saying it's going to be violent and a brutal affair, and they pride themselves on being true to their word. Don't sleep on this match. Like, nobody's really talking about it, but when it's all said and done, I think a lot of people are going to be, like, shocked and awed by what transpires on Saturday between Sammy and KO. Heatmania Baby, the KO-Sammy fight better have a lot of blood in it, and they better do a lot of banned moves. See? Well, I don't think Yeetmania Baby is definitely hyped for this. If they don't die, well, then I want my money back. Okay, he's not going that far, just me being facetious. Robot Jones, Penta is already feeling the effects of the next Rey Mysterio curse. They could have had him face Breaker at Mania and win the belt with a humongous start to a WWE career. Instead, he had 3 great weeks, and the hype wore down with Breaker, and a hype and a stare down with Breaker. A great showing at Rumble, and instead of capitalizing on that showing, they have him wrestling on main event. Now he's in a nothing feud with 2 guys who haven't done much of anything in trios. Penta should be champion instead. I don't know what direction he's going. Yeah, I don't think it's as bad as you're fearing, but I do understand where you're coming from, and I don't want everybody to just attack this guy and be like, oh, Penta's fine. It's okay for him to fear that one of his favorite characters are falling down the card. I was so afraid when Gunther started falling down the card. You know what? It's okay for us to love somebody and not want them and only want the best for them. So I do feel your pain, Robot Jones, but I think it's a little premature to say that he's the next Rey Mysterio, but I do get where you're coming from, because the main event thing, I think the main event thing was just to get him more acclimated to the WWE style, but him losing tonight was kind of a head scratcher. I felt it could have been a bigger deal. But here you go, you got Kyle Reagan, didn't get pinned, and people are going to say he's getting buried now. So, again, people are saying that Penta was protected. Tyrese Dox, YTF was Seth, not with Logan Paul. At least the promo was decent. They did advertise it. I think they probably advertised Punk, Seth, Logan Paul before The Rock and Cody Rhodes promo happened, because I heard that was kind of out of nowhere. And then when The Rock didn't land his point across as well as everybody probably thought he would, they needed Seth Rollins to come in and clean it up. So they took Seth out of the Punk Logan promo and put him with Cody, and Seth did a really good job cleaning it up. Jared TTGG, I'm a huge fan of Penta. Too bad that wussy Ludwig Kaiser stole the show. I'm a huge fan of both of them, and so I'm glad, like I said, glad Ludwig got the win. Hated that Penta, his loss didn't feel like a bigger deal. Then we got I Played Sharp Minor. The main event was incredible, and Liv Morgan has proved she can hang in the ring as well as out of it now. Her trajectory, it has been meteoric. A lot of words that are hard to say. You are absolutely 100% correct. My hat's off if I was wearing a hat. My hat's, do I got a hat here? I don't have a hat. My Red Bull off to Liv Morgan for being such an all-star. Static YouTube, Akira Tazawa should win the World Heavyweight Championship. It doesn't have to be now, but down the road, he should pick it up for a week or so, winning by some BS, then drop it. Ooh. There's a part of me that wants it. I know what you're getting at. It's like one of those huge underdog stories where it's like, oh my God, they kind of did it with Chris Jericho pinning Triple H way back in the day on Monday Night Raw. The difference was Chris Jericho was definitely going to be in the main event one day, and you could see it. Tazawa, he'll never be really in the main event. It would be, oh man, I would like it, but I don't know what kind of damage it would do to the person he won it from. I just don't know if it's worth it. There's a part of me that wants it, and then there's a part of me that's afraid of it. I don't know. It was good tonight, but if Tazawa ever beat Gunther for that title, I would be so mad. So I can only imagine, like, even if it was someone I didn't like, let's pretend it was Damian Priest, someone that I kind of like, but not really, and Tazawa beats Damian Priest, does that kill Damian Priest forever? Or is it just going to be some, like, great crazy moment? I guess if it's the world title, you can do stuff like that. I guess I'm intrigued. How about that? I'm not going to endorse it, but I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by that idea. Or, you know what? If Goldberg ever wins the title, let Tazawa be the guy that beats him. Then I'm stamping and approving that. Boys, girls, those are my hot takes, your hot takes from Monday Night Raw. I appreciate every single one of you. SmackDown's happening, then the Elimination Chamber. We're going to do hot takes for both of them, so let's get on that road to WrestleMania, that road to WrestleMania. Let's go. I don't know why. Boys, girls, have yourselves a great day.